What's good, YouTube? These are a couple of clips of the defense I'm about to break down, how to stop bunch, tight, etc. like that. You see that's a 10-yard curl flat right there that just stopped a running back flat route. I'm gonna show you why I like to use 10-yard curl flats instead of the 5-yard right here. Another clip, just shutting down bunch, and I'm gonna do one more of tight defense.
Damn.
Right here, this is tight flex or tight offset. I wanted to see. You see everything, corners bagged, my users there, post bag, flat bag, everything's bagged. So without further ado, stay tuned. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. Today what I got for y'all is another defensive scheme on how I like to stop gun bunch offset, tight end, any tight formations, compressed sets. This is how I like to guard it out of the same defensive scheme that I did for my trips tight end with that cover 4 hybrid match, zone drop, and cross man defense. This is about to be a similar scheme. That's why I'm putting this after that video. So again, the essentials of this defense is safeties that can play man coverage or that are at least decent enough to match up well against your opponent if you're in regs, etc. I know Tyrann Mathieu is probably the best man coverage safety, at least strong safety in regs, so that's why I picked the Chiefs to showcase this defense. In MUT, I like to have one step ahead on both of them guys, but the key thing about this defense is to make sure your flats are on 20 or 25. Personally, I like 25. You can try to do 20. It all depends on what your opponent is throwing. Now curl flats, you can mix it up with default 5 or 10. That's what I recommend. What I like to do is I'll keep it on default. If they start throwing quick to the flat, I'll switch it up, put it on 5, and then switch back to default. But sometimes I'll just come out with it on 10, and that's for a certain combo that's been becoming a little popular. If you see like a lot of people motion out corner routes, and I'm gonna show you how to stop that. So I'm gonna put it on 10 for right now because I feel like it plays the flat good enough to where they're not just gonna throw quick flat every time. Also, you want to have 3 good pass rushes, run double or nothing on both of my edge guys. And last but not least, you have to set cover 4 show 2 in your audibles. So what you want to do is come down, hit L2 to bring up your audibles. I like to put it at triangle. You can put it at square, doesn't matter, and just replace one of your audibles for that. So again, the play nickel 3-3-5. The reason why you come out of this is so you can have the 3 safeties at linebacker. That's key. So you come out in any play. I must come out in Z spot to show y'all real quick a common setup. Smart route this guy, something like this. You'll see a combo like this. I'm gonna show you how this locks it down. So what you want to do quickly is audible down to nickel 3-3-5 wide. The way you do that is square, and then so if I come out Tampa 2 nickel 3-5 regular, hit square, left on the D-pad, triangle, or wherever you put it. It's going to come down. They're going to come down, and it's going to be like this. So next thing I like to do is press and put this guy into a soft squat. Remember, he's going to be on 25 yards. This guy, he's going to be, and then this quarter flat, sometimes I'll just put him in a regular curl flat. Doesn't really matter much. And you can put him on 5. You can leave him on default, but I have mine on 10 for right now. And then last thing you want to do is man this guy up to R1. And I forgot to tell you to put this guy into a soft squat. What you want to do is double tap triangle, bring up that's going to bring up your defensive backs. All you want to do is tap circle and then put him in a soft squat. You want to hit right on the D-pad, excuse me. You can also put him in a cloud flat, which is down on the D-pad. That's all preference. I just like to do soft squats. That's just me. So yeah, so I'll do that. And then this last step is last 2 steps are pretty much optional. This guy into a you could also put him into a soft squat, so now you can have double flat on both sides. And you're probably thinking what if this square receiver goes on a streak? This guy's smart enough to know that he's in a flat that he's going to match onto him. If he runs a deep post, same thing. So you're not really giving up too much over there. And over here you just have this guy. He's going to be over top of any streaks, corner, stuff like that. He's just going to be over top. And we'll putting him into a deep half. I'll leave him in a quarter personally until they force me to put him in a deep half. And then last thing you want to do is blitz your user. And if you didn't know this by this time, blitzing your user gives you better change of direction. That's why I recommend blitzing your user. And so yeah, right now I'm putting him in a spy just because I'm gonna let it play how it does. You can also shade inside, so you can shade that man coverage inside. I'll do that sometimes. Shade outside. You can even shade over top if you would like, so he doesn't get a press. So I'll show you shaded over top first. Yeah, so let's run this. As you see, should have been an interception, but I'm going to instant replay. Tell me something that's open. Y'all can't tell me nothing that was open, because absolutely everything was bagged. Let's start off with this streak. I told you this inside quarter plays this perfect. He's not beat at all. They can't cover 3 beat you. Let's go to this backside. What is this? The running back delay route. Not really too worried about my 10-yard curl flat if, you know, they want to throw that all game. Not a lot of people do, though. Let's go to this drag. This is where your user should be. Your man coverage over here. Look how great this man coverage plays. He does initially get beat about right here, but with my user, if you're good enough, you'll be sitting right here for the low ball just in case and peeling back to this guy. And then you have your 25-yard curl, not curl flat, soft squat out here playing over top with your 10-yard curl flat here, which, you know, he could throw this potentially, but I live with, if he wants to throw to the flat every time, you know, I'll switch it up sometimes and I'll put him on 5 just to throw him off. But pretty much everything was pretty much bagged. Now the reason why I told y'all again why I like to have my curl flats on 10 instead of 5 is for this play right here, something like this. So let's set up the defense again. That simple, if you would like. Now recently motion out corner route, so if you was motion out this corner route, snap it. As you see, that's a pick. If you have it on 5, that's a completion, and they're going to gain like 15 to 20 yards simply because for some reason this 25-yard cloud flat does not play it. So this is why I like to have it on 10 yards. He will play it. As you see, this cloud flat, if this guy is like at 5 yards, which is mean he will drop to the 50-yard line. So let's just say this curl flat was over here, was underneath right here. This will be a wide open dot for easy yardage, and they will eat you up on that every time. So me personally, I'm okay with giving them the quick flat, because even sometimes, especially if you have a good guy, player in that position, a 10-yard curl flat will actually play the flat pretty well. So I'm gonna try to see if I can show y'all real quick. I'll just set it up again. What happens if David's a throw flat? As you see, he just lost yardage thrown to a flat, and that is a 10-yard curl flat. So that's why I say a 10-yard curl flat, in my opinion, is better than a 5, simply because he plays the quick flat by him, along with being able to play any motion out corner routes, etc., etc. So now let me get into another common bunch setup that people like to run, and that's going to be mesh post. They'll do something like this. Now mesh post is a little tricky because you really have to trust that cross man. So what I'll do is I actually just shade it underneath, but it doesn't matter. We'll just do this. Simple. The defense is set up the exact same way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna motion this guy over, and you're gonna see the slant should be pretty much bagged. And the only thing that you have to guard yourself with your user is that post. So I'm going to instant replay and show you this. Oops. So let's start off with the flat. Now the flat, I told you the 10-yard curl flat plays it well enough for me. If he doesn't play well enough for you, you can change that. Crossman plays this motion slant. It plays it fairly well. If you have one step ahead, you'll definitely be able to play that even better. And with my user, I would be somewhere in between the running back will, as this out route is bagged by this curl flat. And what you want to do with your users, you want to be somewhere in between this post and this will. If you have better safeties at these positions, they will play the post 10 times better, I promise. Right there, they just played it. I don't know why they played so far back. Maybe it's because I shaded. I'm going to just run it again one more time to see if that was it. Because I've had my players catch interceptions on that route specifically in the past. So let me just do this again. Oops, I forgot the. And I just ran commit. I dropped my controller and ran commit, but the defense is definitely a solid base defense to run against this bunch. And I accidentally I'm messing up bad. So let's get into one more play. I'm gonna run flood for y'all. This is another reason why I like the 10-yard curl flat. So let's set up the defense just like that. Now 5-yard curl flat is not playing this out route. 25-yard curl cloud flat soft squat is not playing it at all either. That's why I like to have this curl flat. So right there, that was completed, but if you're on defense, you should be able to click on and get that pick 9 times out of 10. I've caught numerous interceptions on this. I'm going to instant replay and show you before, you know, somebody be like, oh, that he can throw that all day. He can low ball it off rip. Yeah, you can low ball it right here. But if you have a good enough user, what I like to do with my user is I like to I always cheat to the bunt side, like how he is doing, like this 3-rec is doing right now, and I'll sit underneath the low ball to where he can't low ball, and you should be able to peel back if they throw it here and stop him for a minimal gain of 5 yards, if that. This curl flat does a good job of holding off the dig to where you can peel back, and it's relatively solid defense. The flat, you have this curl flat playing the flat pretty well. He's in between the flat and the out route, and if they want to live off throwing this completion right here, you know, you should be able to easily get a click on pick at least one of the times. But that's what I got for y'all today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.